Officially, everyone, bonjour tout le monde. Welcome, bienvenue, online and in person to Concordia University's Fourth Space. Thank you so much for joining us for the 14th annual Graduate Research Exposition, showcasing the research findings and presentation talent of John Molson School of Business doctoral and master program students. To help get you situated, we are streaming to YouTube live from Fourth Space, which is located on unceded Indigenous lands here in Tiohtià:ke, Montreal. Nous reconnaissons la nation Kanien'kehá:ka comme gardienne des terres et des eaux sur lesquelles nous nous réunissons aujourd'hui. And we make this acknowledgement to bring awareness and understanding of the history of Indigenous peoples and their territories. At Fourth Space, if it's your first time joining us in person or online, welcome. We're so pleased you could be here today on this rainy day. What do we do here? Well, we work with our university community to mobilize and exchange knowledge by co-creating daily activities. So it's our pleasure to welcome in all presenters, judges, audience members online and in person for this event. A very special thank you to Marketing Associate Prof. Carolyn Rue and Chair and Management Professor Linda Dyer, who I have the pleasure of passing the floor to now. Welcome, Linda.
Thank you so much, Anna. So here we are. It's the annual Graduate Research Exposition number 14. And we are so excited. After 2 years of being online, which was fun in its way, it's lovely to be back in person. But we're in a brand new space. We've learned some things from the pandemic about, being online and live streaming and that sort of thing. And so what we're trying now for the first time is a mix of the two. We have this hybrid part that is going to be happening from now until about 4 o'clock. And then we move to our traditional annual Graduate Research Expo conversations between the judges from the business community and our students who are eagerly looking forward to talk with you about their research. Now, the thing that's new is that we have each of the students coming and giving a brief elevator pitch about what is special about their own posters. And so at the end of this session, you will be able to vote for your favorite elevator pitch. For those of you who are here in person, there is a ballot box at the front of the room and you will drop your ballot in. For those of you who are online, we're going to have an online poll and you will be able to make your vote there. So pay attention, take notes if you have to. You get to circle one, so you choose your best, and at the end, we will collect the ballots. So I do believe that the students are here waiting somewhere behind me to come and explain to you why their research is something that is noteworthy. So I will introduce each one. They have up to 30 seconds to make their pitch because that's about the length of time that we have in an elevator. I don't mean the elevators in the MB building. Those tend to be a wee bit slower, but we will go through each of the elevator pitches, and I feel that you have a treat in store for you. So with no further ado, I'm going to call on Veronica Marioni to give us her poster pitch on Don't Be Afraid to Give.
Have you ever wondered why certain charitable causes get more donations than others? For example, why did Americans donate more to the American Cancer Society than to the American Heart Association in 2022? Well, in my research, I studied whether a charitable cause is more or less feared, such as cancer versus diabetes, impact charitable giving. I find that even if cancer is a more feared cause, individuals tend to have a more positive attitude and stronger intentions to donate than for those less feared causes such as diabetes. So come check out my poster or reach out to me if you'd like to know why.
Thank you, Veronica. Okay, I'm going to tip this down just a tiny bit. Is that good? Yes. Okay, great. So now let's move on to the next poster. So the next person is going to be Maria Ortiz, and she's going to be talking about the role of socially responsible product characteristics in consumption deferral. Maria.
So have you ever asked yourself why sometimes you have things at your home that go unused? This research proposes that socially responsible product characteristics can result in consumption deferral. This is because the effort that is intrinsically associated to socially responsible characteristics can make products seem special, resulting in consumption deferral as means of preservation. Do you think that this will happen to all of the products? I'm proposing that this will happen when the perceptions of environmental benefits are high. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maria. So we'll move on with no further ado to Marie-Ève Ducharme. Marie-Ève? Yes, she's here. Come on in. So her poster is entitled, Can Convenience Backfire? Eating Out versus Ordering In.
Hi, everyone. Remember the last time that you decided to order in from your favorite restaurant, looking for a comforting meal? You were probably looking for convenience and trying to stay at home, enjoy, and you probably were anticipating the benefits of a stay-at-home night. However, how many times were you deceived at the end of the meal when you received your food and it was cold and you were actually having no ambiance, you were on your TV or you were on your phone? Can convenience backfire? My research aims at understanding if convenience can backfire by understanding how consumers are reacting towards eating and how restaurants can benefit from the experiences and the benefits that consumers are looking for.
Thank you, Marie-Ève. Okay, next we have Galia Shamale, and she's talking about digitized healthcare services, how mental healthcare platforms shape therapy.
Do you remember the spring of 2020? The COVID pandemic was just starting to dig its claws into our daily lives. We were stuck at home with our families, roommates, what have you, meeting with our interpersonal service providers through technology. So basically what I look into the impact of technology on interpersonal services, and I specifically focus on mental health care. And I look at both therapist and client meetings online, as well as clients' interactions with AI-powered mental health care platforms. Thank you.
Thanks, Galia. And so following Galia, we're going to have Ashkan Rostami talking about organizational justice in the hybrid workplace.
Hello, everyone. The prevalence of remote working has challenged the overly dominance of norms that favor office working, which has created many debates in Canada. For instance, a new directive from the government of Canada forced public servants to be present in their office for at least 2 days a week as of March 31st, which is not favored by public servants. And on the other hand, some office workers, such as police officers, perceive the physical presence as a constraint of their job that needs merit, needs proper compensation. We are going to study these situations through the lens of organizational justice, which is a major concern for employees. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashkan. Next, we have Reza Ahmadi, commercialization of technological innovation in lead users' businesses.
I'm interested in studying innovative and commercialization practices of lead users. Lead users are a group of early consumers who have special needs and wants months or even years before the general marketplace. So we can say that lead users are the users who bring most of the radically new innovations in the market. In this study, I'm looking at drone operators, a network of lead users, to see how they shape collaborative and distributed innovative processes under shifting regulations in nascent technologies. Thank you.
Thanks, Reza. Okay, next we have Frederica Martin, who's going to be talking about learning shared leadership in an undergraduate group.
Hi, everyone. What if I were to ask you to describe leadership? You might think about a person, a leader, who has a certain set of characteristics, personality type, different abilities and skills. Now, what if I ask you to describe collective leadership? That might be a little bit more difficult. One of the main goals of my study is to look at or explore how collective leadership, what it looks like, how it's accomplished, and how it can be developed. Thank you.
Thanks, Frederica. Next, we have Morteza Tagadisi Masabi, talking about from people's school to business school.
Hi, everyone. Today, I have an important message for you. The division in our society has an educational nature, and the cause for such a division is called neoliberal meritocracy. So in my study, I am asking how an educational institution can challenge the hegemony of meritocracy. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Morteza. Next, we have Yishuan Wang talking about peel pack planning using clustering and a decomposition approach.
Hello everyone. Do you know every year Canada spent over 12% of GDP on healthcare? Due to the recent treatment costs and intensified demand, the healthcare organization need help with operation management. So in our research to improve efficiency, we are optimizing the instrument utilization and customize the surgical trays to decrease the instrument waste and spend with all the demand in mind. Thank you.
Thank you, Yishuan. Next, you'll be hearing from Ruthvik Javadi, understanding the safety culture in the airline industry.
Safety is the top priority for aviation industry. And in 2019, IATA have reported 840 fatalities. So which says safety is really an important aspect in aviation industry. So right now, the current implementations in safety management systems is being manual. So we came up with an automated process where you can identify the important safety topics and also aspect-wise sentiment analysis. So you need to understand the sentiment related to a particular word that is related, identified from the topics. So this is our research, and you can also see the topics which are being identified. Thank you.
Thanks, Ruthvik. Next, we have Jana Coelho Adal, the double stigmatization challenge and how blocklisted organizations survive.
Hi. Some organizations are stigmatized by their core competencies. So what they do, like an industry or aversion clinics. Others are stigmatized by things that happens with them, some events like fraud scandals, sweatshops, bankruptcy. But what we don't know yet is how organizations that are both stigmatized, core and event, survive. To discover that, I go into the situation that happened in 2020 in Montreal when Quebec government blocked 10 private colleges, mainly Anglophone, blocking the processing of their students, foreign students' immigration requests. So I discover what kind of strategies they are doing to overcome stigmatization and survive in such a hostile environment.
Thank you, Jana. I should point out that after this, there are 2 sessions in person where you can walk around and chat with each of the presenters. So from Veronica, who started, to Jana, they will all be part of session 1. So you'll be able to explore their posters in more detail and chat with them. So now the second set of Elevator pitches are for people who will be presenting in session 2, which will start at 5 o'clock. And so I will introduce the first of these presenters. This is Sam Al-Maleh. The buck stops here. Impact of audit quality on partner reputation.
Hello. Does anyone care about audit report quality? And would you sign your name and put your reputation on the line? In the past, studies have seen that Big Four firms don't need to worry about their reputation if their quality wasn't so great. But now we have a new set of data, and that is the signature of the audit partner. So this gives us rise to the new question: does the buck stop here? Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Next, we have Mei-Ling Fong. Resistance and resignation in the age of coerced digital participation.
Hi. So in today's world, we all need technology to participate fully in our professional and personal lives. My thesis research looks at how tech companies foster an environment of digital resignation. Digital resignation is when people feel powerless to protect their personal information because they are forced to give it away. My findings showed that despite feeling resigned, people actually find ways to resist data collection. And my findings also show the need for widespread data privacy laws as well as education. Thank you.
Thanks, Mei-Ling. Next, we have James Peters talking about non-pharmaceutical interventions and effects on COVID-19 health outcomes.
So inspired by a paper by Herbie et al. From Johns Hopkins University, we conducted a systematic literature review and meta-analysis to study the effects of COVID-19 non-pharmaceutical interventions or lockdown measures on health outcomes. We extended the previous literature by considering not only the effects on deaths, but we considered hospitalizations and cases as well in 10 lockdown measures. And we also used 3 reporting metrics that were used in the literature to conduct our analyses. I'm also very happy to announce that this paper was accepted by the American Journal of Preventative Medicine's counterpart journal, AJPM Focus, just last week. So we're very happy to announce that. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jamie. Okay, next we have Alireza Jahandideh, navigating tensions in cross-sector settings.
Hi, everyone. I'm interested in cross-sector business models for sustainability. This is because over time, I realized that collaborations between nonprofits and for-profits to develop successful business models often fail because actors have different values and logics. So this kind of motivates my research question of how cross-sector business models evolve over time to navigate the tensions among the cross-sector actors. Thank you.
Thanks, Alireza. Next, I will introduce Lydia Chichko. Thank you. Sorry, Lydia. Oh, I didn't even say your poster title. Just stand here with me while we say optimizing delivery time for a customer-centric retail chain.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. In this research, we are trying to help businesses to reduce the delivery time. To do so, we use mathematical modeling. So how will our model benefit businesses? Well, at least they can try to compete with Amazon, and we know that Amazon is pretty good in fast delivery. And how will our model benefit everyone in this room? Well, almost all of us shop online these times, and who don't may benefit from less traffic in physical stores. Thank you.
Thank you, Lydia. Next, we have Arthur Lachiese-Rey. What makes firms great at digital marketing?
All right, let's wake everyone up a bit. What if I told you that what's the best pizza place in Montreal and you don't have any clue? What would you do? Well, you'll probably just do just like me, take out your smartphone and just Google what's the best pizza place around me. That is just to prove to you that nowadays everything is about online marketing. So what makes firms great at digital marketing? Well, through interviews with marketing directors, I found out 4 different ways for firms to achieve success. It can be optimization, can be employees, but of course, every detail is on my poster, so go check it out and give it some love. Thank you.
Thank you, Arthur. Next, we have Hossein Azarpana, citizens and authorities in one team, shared knowledge and social media.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be here at this in-person event. Zoom meetings are great, but not comparable to human interactions, to see faces. Despite this, we had to follow the pandemic rules for 2 years. Why? Because whatever authorities do, eventually it is up to us, the people, to manage health crisis. Are you interested in seeing how Canadian authorities use Twitter to help citizens manage the crisis? If yes, please drop by my poster. I will answer how authorities should use social media to enable citizens to defeat health crisis.
Thank you very much. And so next, next we move to Joël Leduc, the primacy of why, how meaningful work influences stress coping.
Hello, everyone. Very nice to see everyone. So to address the burnout epidemic in Canada, my research looked at the relationship between work stress and burnout and how meaningfulness influences this relationship. We found that work stress was strongly correlated with burnout, but that for individuals who have high meaningfulness in work, the strength of the relationship diminishes so much that it becomes non-significant. It is to say that having a strong purpose in work increases meaningfulness, can protect employees against burnout, and promote engagement in their work. I look forward to discussing it further with you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Joe. Abby Golob is next going to talk about placemaking and decolonization, creating digital worlds of opportunity.
Bonjour, good afternoon. The director of an incubator for Black entrepreneurs explained the world is not made for Black people, so that's why we have to do it ourselves. This do it ourselves is critical to decolonization. In the context of digital divide, which includes barriers to access on material and sociocultural levels, we need placemaking like what's done at this internship, where they carve out space, physical and digital and sociocultural, in which people interact, network, find a sense of belonging, and grow their businesses to capitalize on economic opportunities. Thank you.
Thanks, Abby. And next we're going to have Sarah Chaffee, The Comeback of Books, How the Book Talk Community Revitalized Self-Publishing.
So as a desperate attempt to keep themselves entertained during the pandemic, a lot of people downloaded TikTok, which led to the phenomenon known as book talk, where readers come together to talk about the books that they love. So the purpose of my research is to help understand the revival of books, how it's helping writers, how it's changing the self-publishing game. And so I found that parasocial relationships as well as affordances on TikTok have allowed for a community of avid readers that support, create engagement, and awareness. So this research will also help further develop other research in regards to traditional publishing industry and other industries that are evolving. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Oh, and here comes Hamza Ray. Mandatory added sugar information provision, the impact on firms and customers.
Do you think that changing nutrition label information
could potentially decrease added sugar consumptions, specifically for soda category, since everybody almost know that sugar is equal to soda, soda equal to sugar. So in 2016, FDA required all companies to include added sugar amount and its percentage daily value. So using sales data from more than 10,000 stores in the United States, it shows that, yeah, it was an effective policy only for 16 and 20 ounce sodas because their percentage daily value of added sugar was more than 100%.
Thanks, Hamzy. Aman Bajaj, the US-Mexico-Canada agreement, a bad deal for most.
Hello, everyone. Was the NAFTA 2.0 successful? Did the US-Mexico-Canada trade agreement benefit anyone? My study focuses on finding answers to these important questions. My analysis shows that stock markets in all three countries had a negative reaction, and this was seen across all sectors. Therefore, when drafting trade agreements, policymakers should be exercising caution to prevent excessive market volatility and ensure that the benefits of the trade agreement are made clear to the market. Investors can use my results to make informed decisions of their international portfolio allocations as market integration remains unchanged. Overall, my study provides valuable insights into the impact of the USMCA and sheds light on the potential benefits and drawbacks of regional trade agreements. Thank you.
Thank you. And finally, we have Reza Nafar, storage allocation using clustering algorithms to improve warehouse efficiency.
Hello, everyone. As a supply chain student with the background in computer science, I've always been interested in how data science and data analytics can help make business decisions. Therefore, in my thesis, I study a real-life warehouse here in Montreal, and based on their customer orders, I develop algorithms in order to help them make decisions in the optimal storage location of the items in the warehouse to improve the overall efficiency of their warehouse. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we've now come to the end of our elevator pitches, and I encourage all of you, the audience, the people who are supervisors in the room, the students themselves, everybody can vote. And so what I'd like you to do is to circle on your page the elevator pitch that made you most excited to say, I want to talk to that person and find out more. We do have an online audience, and there's an online poll. I do believe you will find the link in the chat, and you will also be able to vote. So on the ballot and in the online link, there's a number and a short name that would allow you to recall which poster it is that you'd like to circle. So with no further ado, I will say, let's go ahead, let's choose our favorite. And there is a ballot box near the front of the room. So within the next little while, I encourage you to go and drop your ballot in the ballot box at the front of the room or check your online poll. So there we have it. And I think that we will very shortly be moving on to the next session, in which there will be, you'll have a chance to walk around and talk to people. So there'll be a little bit of transition time. And in that transition time, I welcome you to meet the people sitting near to you, to meet the presenters, and we will be removing the chairs so that there'd be room for people to walk around. And so we will be back to you shortly. I will now hand you over to Anna, who is going to wrap up.
Thank you. Thank you, Linda. And could we have a round of applause for all presenters, please? Thank you so much. And Linda, we here at ForSpace are so impressed by the caliber of presentation, but also by the fact that everybody actually stuck to 30 seconds for their pitch. That's pretty impressive, folks. Just congratulations on the work that you did to put together this very quick addition to your poster presentation. I hope that the people online appreciated seeing a little snapshot or teaser of the work that you've done. So thanks for those of you online for participating. And if you're having trouble clicking on the link that I put there for you to vote, please let me know. You can direct chat with me. I'll stay online for another few seconds, or I can repost it if you can't find it, just let me know. Otherwise, we will close up the Zoom portion of the event, and thank you so much for participating. I will remind everyone that these teaser presentations are already available on our YouTube channel, so just look up Concordia University ForSpace on YouTube and you'll find the live stream there under the live tab. So we're gonna have some fun over here. Yes, I will repost. Thank you so much for asking. There we go. And we look forward to seeing the results for the People's Choice Award. If I don't hear or see any other comments in the next few seconds, we'll go ahead and close up. So I think we're good there.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Wonderful day.
You too.